He just focusing too much on one arsenal.
What, the defense?
Yeah, defense. This defense.
Yo, don't tell me too much, because I don't want you to say that you told me the game plan, you gave this, so I don't want no excuses. So don't say too much.
All right, Canelo Crawford.
I could give him that. I could tell him all the game plans and everything, because a true master in anything in boxing, the sport, you got to master yourself. You got to learn how to beat yourself. So if I give you all the tools on how to beat me, and I beat you,
I already know how to beat you, bro.
Nobody beat me.
I already know how to beat you.
All right, well, you guys tune in early 2026.
Easy.
It's going down. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Sugar and Sweet. We're going to make it nice and pretty for you all.
So when you got...
That's the fight I want.
So it's in the works, so to say?
It's nobody else around that's going to be a bigger fight than, like, me versus Teo. So
That's a fact.
he's close to my weight. He fights at 140. I don't mind going up to 140 for him. So I think the fight going to happen.
Oh, wow.
Officially announced Shakur Stevenson taking on Teofimo Lopez for, or Shakur Stevenson taking on Teofimo Lopez for the WBO title and the ring title January 31st. I believe Rolly could be returning that month, or Pacquiao, I don't know. So it should be, I heard the 26th, Thurman and Fondor be on. Who knows? You know, you're hearing Plant and Charlo in this undercard. Yeah, the Charlo that got 5-finger to the face slap, Jamal Charlo. But just get some thoughts on the fight, man. People think it's gonna be boring, only because T.O. is a flat-footed Hispanic who don't know how to cut the ring off, that they praise for being athletic but don't have no footwork. He look athletic when he fighting the Arnold Barbosas of the world. It's kind of the same thing where Brian Norman Jr. looked athletic when he was fighting the Japan guy, and he was fighting the Santiano guy, the Mexican. Yeah, you know, that make you look athletic. But this is why I say Floyd didn't fight athletic fighters, because he wasn't the most athletic fighter. Everybody, Floyd was a great fighter, but he knew, you know, a lot of those athletic fighters would close the gap on him, and he would have to really work and to earn his food. That's just what it is. Same thing here. You know, Tio is not a really athletic fighter. He's athletic for a Honduran, for an Hispanic. He's athletic, but in general, you look at the feet, remind me of Adrian Broner. You know, I think he's a better counterpuncher, but he's just always stuck in cement. So, you know, when he questioned why his father go train with Canelo, I go, yeah, that makes sense. Because they struggle with what y'all struggle with, footwork. You know what I'm saying? So T.O. fights flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? And I hear people, oh yeah, T.O. can't box on his toes. This is why he struggles. Even when he in there versus that dude he fought in Miami. You know, touch it in Miami. You know, even when he and that guy went there with a guy like that, he flat-footed when he walking his opponents backwards. You notice with Boots. Boots ain't on his toes, he flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? So you start to notice Adrian Broner was flat-footed. So with T.O., he struggles to really cut the ring off. His benefit in this fight is Shakur Stevenson is a little guy. He don't have long arms. I don't like the way he absorbed punches. He don't want to get hit. So how could T.O. win this fight? And once again, he's a classic Hispanic who likes to leave his jab in his work locker. Bring your jab out the locker. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring your jab in this fight. If they gonna win this fight, he got to bring the jab and he got to throw punches. Once again, he's another guy similar to Canelo who fade later in the fight. He liked to fight at his own pace. You know what I'm saying? He fades. So he has to throw punches to beat T.O. Punches. He got to bring a jab. He got to throw to beat Shakur. He got to throw combinations. Even when you're not hitting the mark, you got to believe in what you're doing. Body work, headshot. You know, you got to believe in what you got to keep throwing. Work that jab. Don't worry about, you can't counter Shakur Steve. Don't worry about it. Worry about, establishing the jab, bullying him around the ring, pushing him where you want him to be pushed to, attacking the body. Don't worry about if you land, punch through the guard, throw 3, 4. They got to come in supreme conditioning to win this fight. And for Shakur, he just got a box. You got a guy who don't know how to cut the ring off, who don't be on his toes, who gonna be dumping off his feet, throwing shots. You just capitalize off his mistakes. That's it. You capitalize off his mistakes. If you make T.O. come, if you make Shakur come to you, you know, where you drop him early, you get a lead, then it'll get interesting. He has to open up the win. Therefore, there's opportunities for you to check that chin. But if he able to box you and get up on a lead, you know, now he in the groove and he just taking his time boxing you. So you got to do something different. You know, you got to do something different. You got to do something different. That's the remedy. You got to do something different. Be more creative in your punch output. Throw 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. But on paper, you know, some people believe it's a boring fight. But it's whatever T.O. make it to be. We know Shakur Stevenson gonna throw 2, 3 shots, if that, get back in position. But it's your job to make him open up. It's your job, T.O. We know this coming in. How can we make him open? And why T.O. fighting him? It's because he's the smaller guy moving up. How do we make him open up? No diddy. Because he gonna throw 1 or 2 shots and he had to catch him. He ain't gonna catch him like that. Focus on the body. Focus on throwing 4 or 5 jabs. Focus on throwing 3 or 4 shots. You know, focus on punching them in the chest, punching them in the shoulder, punching them. I will punch him on the shoulders early on. I'll punch him on the elbows. I'll punch him on the hip. I'm going to break him down where I can just wear him out. Punch him in the chest, jab him in the chest, push him where I want to push him at. And we got him in them corners. We're going to throw punches. Fuck what he got coming back. We know if we throw at Shakur, he always going to be back in a defensive position. Keep punching. Keep punching. Punch him and tie him up. Make it at least look like you won the round. Nobody like him. Punch him and make it like you won the round. That would be my thing. We want to bag him up, push him with the jab. You know, we want to just beat him up. Hips, elbows, shoulders. You know, until he opened up. Don't worry about hitting the head. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about hitting him in the mouth. Attack that body, attack them elbows, attack them hips. You get him in the corner, throw them punches. Headbutt him, get dirty with him. And for Shakur, you know, if this guy gonna throw 1 or 2 shots and jump off his feet, Shakur gonna eat. The accuracy gonna be on point. He gonna eat. He gonna box him. He gonna be on his toes. He might push T.O. back to establish something, and then he gonna slide. He gonna use the ring. T.O. gonna follow him. He gonna pick T.O. off here and there, and then he gonna coast to a decision and talk about my hands is hurting again. That's the type of fight you gonna get. But hey, interesting fight, to be honest with you. As far as, you know, the thing about it is Shakur moving up 5 more pounds to fight T.O., you know, who ain't been the treacherous puncher he was at 35. You know, people probably want to know if Shakur can take the punch, but can T.O. land a punch? You know, that's the question. Can T.O. land a punch? So 2 unlikable motherfuckers in the sport of boxing. I don't care who win, to be honest with you. I don't have a dog in the race. I ain't got a coon or a racist in the race, if you catch my drift. I don't really care, but I think it's a good fight for boxing as far as, you know, two young guys fighting each other. You know, T.O. only win if he out hustle Shakur. He there to be out hustled. But if he fall into a trap of throwing the land and following Shakur around the ring, he gonna get outboxed. If anybody get knocked out, it's probably gonna be Shakur, which I doubt it. Anybody get outboxed, it's probably gonna be T.O. Somebody get out hustled, it's probably gonna be Shakur getting out hustled. So to me, neither one of these guys are, you know, high condition fighters, high stamina fighters. They don't throw a bunch of punches. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to gauge they condition, but I think it's good for the sport. I think it's good for the sport. So, hey, let me know what you think. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on Facebook, X, Kick, Twitch. Everything inside the link tree. Join the Patreon. Peace.